There's a drive into left field. That ball is going, and out of here. Henry Aaron has just tied Babe Ruth in the all-time home run parade.
The line. And a pitch to bench. Change hit in the air to deep right field. That goes to Lindsay. It's a save. She's in the dirt, it's a wild pitch. Here comes Foster. The Reds win the pennant. Almost was a wild pitch, and the Reds have won the National League
kicks and he fires. Rose swings.
There it is! Get out! Get out! All right!
Hit number
4192. Just a small taste of the many memories inside Cinergy Field as Fox 19 brings you an end of an era, the implosion of Cinergy Field. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fox 19 special coverage. I'm Tricia Mackey.
And I'm Rob Williams. Good morning, everyone. Bright and early, 7:30. A lot of people would be in bed at this time of the day, but many people getting up early this morning as we all say goodbye to Riverfront Stadium / Cinergy Field.
You know, we didn't really know what to expect when we were coming down here as far as crowds go. We were told that there were a couple people that were here early as 4 o'clock in the morning to get a good spot. Now, we're on the concourse level of Paul Brown Stadium, and there are people all around us on this level. And this is a pretty nice view. We also have vantage points all over town.
That is right. A lot of people showing up to Paul Brown Stadium. That's where county officials say you will have the best vantage point to watch the implosion of Cinergy Field. And what we're doing this morning is we're sharing our view with you. This is live video. You're looking at Cinergy Field. A lot of people concerned about how close Cinergy Field is to the new Great American Ballpark.
And that view right there is going to be Andy Trinan's vantage point. He is in the atrium tower, and he is on the 29th floor, I believe, and he is going to see it because when the implosion starts, right, it's going to stop on the northeast corner, so Andy is going to have a very nice view. Tom Soucy is with crowds on the other side of the river, and our Dan Hort is standing by near the podium where the button is going to be pressed, and we're told that Dan has to keep his hands off. Dan?
Good morning, Rob and Tricia. I'm standing on the plaza level of Paul Brown Stadium. That's the side of the stadium that faces Cinergy Field. It's a prime viewing spot for watching the implosion. And you know, this is a very appropriate place to be for this because we're used to seeing massive collapses here at Paul Brown Stadium. It happens 8 times a year with the Bengals. Now, I am standing in a so-called VIP area, but just on the opposite side of a small fence. It is open to the public, and folks began lining up at about 5 o'clock this morning, and they came from all over the country to witness this implosion. Just in the last half hour, I've talked to folks from Texas, from Illinois, and I even talked to a gentleman who took a train ride 16 hours from New Jersey. He grew up watching Pete Rose and wanted to be here. This is one good spot. The opposite side of the river is another. That's where our Tom Soucy is standing by. Tom?
Well, thank you, Dan. I'm directly south across the river from the stadium, and people began arriving here probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, literally thousands of people lined up along the bank of the river to say goodbye to the old ballpark. Let me get this. Who are you talking to?
It's my dad.
Who's on the phone? What are you telling him?
I'm telling him right here behind you.
What time did you get here?
We got here about 5 o'clock this morning. Been staying here ever since.
It was nice when they actually moved the riverboat. You could take a peek over here, and this morning they moved the riverboat right in front of the crowd, and we had to move our cameras back here, and as you heard, people were not too pleased about it, guys. Back to you.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning to our Fox 19 viewers out there. Thank you for allowing us to be your official Blow It Up Stadium. station. I'm sorry. We are on the 29th floor of the Cinergy building. Photographer Mike Woosty and I have an absolutely great view of Cinergy Field. Check this out. I'm going to step out of the shot. Mike Woosty's going to zoom in. We are literally right on top of the cookie cutter, and it's hard to believe, but this sucker will come crashing to the ground just momentarily. We're going to talk to some Cinergy employees in just a little bit, get their perspective on this thing. And for now, Trish and Rob, we've got one of the best seats in the house.
I thought we had the best seat in the house.
I think we have the second best seats in the house, and we're sharing it with our viewers this morning.
And if you are at home, remember, set your VCRs. We're going to be here for an hour. We're going to take you right through it, and you can see it along with us as Cinergy Field comes tumbling down.
About 25 minutes and counting, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for starting your day with us as we all say goodbye to Cinergy Field / Riverfront Stadium. There, ladies and gentlemen, a live look on the Kentucky side of the Ohio River as people look for the best place to see the implosion of Cinergy Field / Riverfront Stadium. Trisha Mackey, Rob Williams once again covering the end of an era.
Yeah, we just heard the national anthem being sung during the commercial break. Things are rolling around here. But on the Kentucky side of the river, Tom Soucy is there, and he had some very unhappy people a little bit ago because there was a riverboat. I guess the guy driving the riverboat didn't get the memo that the field, is coming down today, and parked right in front of all of the people. So, Tom, they actually moved the riverboat for you, is that right? Or did you move?
Well, actually, Tricia, they did not listen to us or the people. They were not happy with the riverboat being moved directly in front of them, were you? They actually moved the boat probably an hour ago directly in front of the view, and they had to move west to get a better view. Now, it's about 35 degrees outside. Not too bad, but this guy is bundled up. What time did you get here?
I got here about 2 hours ago.
About 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
What's your? Do you have any good stadium memories to share with the viewers this morning?
Oh, I have plenty of stadium memories. We go to about 20 Reds games a year. And
give me a good quick memory.
My friend got Adam Dunn's first home run ball.
That's not bad. This guy's actually a flasher, I think, with this big blanket here, Trish and Rob. We're still trying to understand what's with the blanket here, but anyhow, people are having a good time despite the partially obstructed view with the riverboat. One more time, how do you feel about the riverboat, huh? They don't like it. Trish and Rob, back to you.
Well, hopefully there is a good view over there, around the riverboat. We, on the other hand, have a great view. We're here on the concourse level of Paul Brown Stadium. It's beautiful. We also have you covered from the atrium building on the 29th floor. We're going to bring you that view as Cinergy Field comes tumbling down in just about 20 minutes or so.
In about 20 minutes or so, the Fox 19 will continue our special coverage until 8:30 this morning, so please stay with us.
A lot of people in Cincinnati and around the area that wanted to be the one that pushed that button. A lot of people said, it should be me, it should be you, it should be Pete Rose, it should be Marge Schott. But one lucky guy won a raffle, and he is the guy that's going to push the magic button.
And guess what? He's here on the premises right now this morning. Our Dan Horde caught up with him. Dan, how excited is he?
Well, the speeches have begun behind me. Politicians started talking a few minutes ago. Some special folks who are involved in the implosion began speaking a few minutes ago. And we do want to highlight a couple of people, ordinary people, who are going to play a very significant role today. The guy doing the countdown is Bill Bristol. He'll be counting down from 10. This isn't the biggest thing that's happened to him this week. His wife had a baby a few days ago. And the button pusher is a gentleman named Jim Matthews. I spoke to him about exactly how he's going to do it a few minutes ago.
The skills are as follows. Push the button, hit the button, and then hopefully you hear a big kaboom!
Jim is a big Pete Rose fan. You might have noticed the rose that he's wearing. He says it's a big day for him because he feels like he's representing Reds and Bengals fans in getting to push the button. Rob and Tricia, back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you very much.
What do you say? See the button, push the button. And
kaboom!
He has been practicing. I was joking with Regina the other day, and I said, if they had us down there, I think I would accidentally trip and just, happen to press the button. Oh,
right.
Sorry, did I do that?
Not yet. We are going to keep covering the implosion of Cinergy Field / Riverfront Stadium and end of an era until 8:30 this morning.
Yeah, so please stay with us, and if you can't stick around, be sure to set your VCR. We'll be back with more after this.
You know, Amy, this is such a nice house, but it sure could use some new garage doors.
Amy's not bewitched, but the way AE Door and Window will improve the look of your home is nothing short of magic. And with Clopay Garage Doors, you're guaranteed beauty and quality craftsmanship. Remember, AE Door and Windows, where we sell the best and service the rest.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Marty.
You think you could come over and take a look at my house?
Sun is rising here at as an end of an era. Cinergy Field is going to come tumbling down in just a matter of minutes. It's going to take 37 seconds for the entire stadium to come down. It's going to start on the northeast side, and it's going to go around, and we have you covered. We're here at Paul Brown Stadium on the concourse level. We have a pretty nice view here. We also have cameras on the Kentucky side, and we have cameras from the 29th floor of the atrium tower, so it's really going to be something to see.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to even be a part of it and feel it and hear it and see it come tumbling down.
And for many people, this moment is bittersweet, having created a lot of moments and memories with family and friends at Riverfront Field / Cinergy Field.
Yeah, one person that has a lot of memories in particular is Marty Brenneman. And Dan Horde got the chance to sit down with Marty Brenneman and reminisce about some memories.
And a ground ball to shortstop. Larkin, Boone, and Morris. And this one belongs to the Reds.
It's the signature call of Hall of Fame broadcaster Marty Brenneman, who by my quick calculation spent more than 10,000 hours in the split-level cement radio booth at Cinergy Field.
I love the booth. I mean, it certainly was, quote-unquote, stark. Aesthetically, you wanted to blow it up when you walked into it. But I love the booth.
Was there even a window you could close?
No, it was wide open. So you were subject to the elements, whether it was cold early in the year or late, or whether it was blistering hot. And you learned to live with that. Another feature about it was that the heating elements were in the ceiling. I mean, why in the hell would anybody put a heating element in a ceiling?
What his booth lacked in amenities was more than made up for by the moments he witnessed. None more exciting than Pete Rose's record-breaking hit.
There's Rose swings.
There it is! There it is! Get out! Get out! All right! Hit number 4192.
It's natural to try and determine in your own mind how big it's going to be. And however big I thought it was going to be, it was 100 times bigger. And so, with all the great events that I've been a party to in that ballpark, whether I was making the call or whether I was listening to it, that to me was far and away the biggest thing that I've ever been a part of.
And I'm sure that you all will feel as emotional about seeing this place go away.
At Cinergy Field's last Reds game, you could hear sadness in Marty's voice as he helped say goodbye. But 3 months later, Marty knows he'll never really have to.
Thank God for videotapes, and thank God for pictures and all the things that will enable us to look back in our old age and have nothing but great memories of that ballpark. The Big Red Machine teams played at Riverfront Stadium, and so there will always be a linkage to the past with that ballpark, no matter how many years go by. I don't think you can go back and document a 32-year period that was more successful in the history of this franchise. Take any 32-year period, and you're not going to find the success that this club had in that ballpark. So, Great American Ballpark's going to be great, and we're all excited about it. Going to have some big shoes to fill, boy. Big shoes.
Isn't that great?
That is great.
You know, I grew up with Cinergy Field, Riverfront Stadium. I've been here, you know, I've been here as long as the stadium's been here.
Right.
I have a lot of those memories. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Tom Browning or, you know, his perfect game where Pete Rose 4-1-9-2, but I was here. I was actually at home watching all this stuff, so it was great.
Right, a lot of people are here, and it's starting to fill up quickly now. We see more people on Elm Street and more people filling the parking lots.
Yeah.
A lot of the people here today have memories of Cinergy Field, and that's why they're here to say goodbye in an appropriate way with an implosion.
And a lot of people thought Kentucky would be a good vantage point. As you can see, they are lining the banks on the Kentucky side of the river. Here in front of Paul Brown Stadium, I'm going to say there's quite a few hundred people outside here. No, we're into the thousands, I would think, at this point. And here in Paul Brown Stadium on the concourse level, this was a VIP party, so there are a lot of people around here. And it's really filling up.
And a lot of people are heeding the advice that probably your best vantage point is from home. There are a lot of road closures you're going to have to get around if you want to make your way downtown to watch this.
It's too late now.
It is too late now.
What, it's 7 minutes and counting.
7 minutes and counting. Now I want to catch up with Dan Horde. He has a lot of great memories of Cinergy Field / Riverfront Stadium. Dan?
Well, for many of Cinergy Field's most famous moments, I wasn't lucky enough to be inside the stadium. I was watching it home on TV like many of you, whether it was hit number 4192 for Pete Rose, the Freezer Bowl victory for the Bengals over the Chargers, or some of the home games during Pete Rose's fantastic 44-game hitting streak. Memories of more recent vintage that really stand out for me, including Ken Griffey Jr.'s first game on opening day 3 years ago. The electricity in the ballpark that day was unbelievable. And the last game ever played at Cinergy Field stands out. Not the last Reds game, but the celebrity softball game featuring Pete Rose, among others. That postcard shot at the end of the night of the Reds' Big Four, Johnny Bench, Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Tony Perez standing there in front of a sold-out crowd, waving to the fans, was certainly a very special way to close down the ballpark. Let's toss it back upstairs to Rob and Tricia.
All right. Thank you.
Very nice, Dan, setting the stage for us. Well, stay with us because we have a lot more. The button is going to be pushed in about 6 minutes or so, and you will see an end of an era, the implosion of Cinergy Field, right along with us, so stay put.
That is right. If things go as planned, at 8 o'clock this morning, Cincinnati skyline will change forever.